Customizing the default 2011 WordPress theme. How to change the widget title font color, font style, and font size. Now let's scroll down here a little bit further so you can get a better look at what I'm talking about. This is the widget title that I'm referring to right here. As you can see, this is the theme before we add the code. Let's take a look at what happens after we add the code. Pretty dramatic. Now of course it's very customizable. Well, let's just take a look at the code that we're going to use to do this. And you can make some changes pretty much with any of this, but I would suggest leaving the font weight, the letter spacing, the height, and the transform alone. You may want to change the bold if you'd like, but I think it really adds a pop to it. But the font size, font family, and the color are the three items that you might be more apt to change. The font family, be sure and stay with the browser-friendly fonts. And of course with the color you can use the hex code or the actual word itself. And the font size, just a little heads up that depending upon what font family you use or the font size that you use, you may have multiple lines that pop up. This is 2 lines versus the one that was by default. So if you have huge font size and very bold font family or font style, then you may look at multiple lines. Now another thing you might want to consider is that, as we pointed out in another video on changing the background color of the title area, if you do go into multiple lines like we did here versus the default single line, well, the background color, if you change that, will encompass the entire area, no matter how many lines your customization takes up. So combining that with this, you might have a little extra pizzazz on your hands there. So definitely consider that. Now let's go ahead and take a look at that code again and add that to our style.css. Let's copy this and let's open up our style.css, and I'm putting this in the child themes style.css, and of course if you don't have one, then just add it to the bottom of your parent themes style.css. Let's open up our FTP client, upload and overwrite the existing style.css, and open up our browser again. And this is the current single line, kind of bland if you will, title of our widgets. So let's go ahead and refresh this and see what pizzazz we got going on. Very cool stuff.